Think about the last time you ordered something online. Now, what was the first question you asked after clicking buy? Probably, when will it get here? That single question, where's my package and how fast can I get it, is driving a massive battle between four giants: Amazon, FedEx, UPS, and USPS. In this presentation, we'll break down the shipping war through four lenses: Porter's 5 forces, value chains and benchmarking, and the MIS diagram. Together, these will help us understand not only who's winning today, but who will be in the best position for tomorrow. First, let's discuss the 5 main components of Porter's 5 forces. They are competitive rivalry, threat to new entrants, bargaining powers of suppliers, bargaining powers of buyers, and threat of substitute. Amazon completely disrupted the market by 2023 and was delivering over 70% of their own packages. That move alone saved them $2 billion a year. And they didn't stop there. Amazon built a full end-to-end logistics empire that included warehouses, fulfillment centers, trucks, planes, vans, and even their own delivery drivers. Their focus was speed and loyalty. Now, FedEx is traditionally known for its strength in express air shipping. To stay competitive, it was expanded to ground delivery and built alliances with other companies like Dollar General and Microsoft. FedEx is leveraging predictive analytics and AI to move beyond just delivering packages into becoming a full logistics service provider. For a long time, UPS has been a powerhouse in efficiency. It invested heavily in IT and data analytics. Every package is tracked in real time. They've automated warehouses, optimized routing, and partnered closely with both FedEx and Amazon in different ways. USPS is the only one required to reach every address in America. That gives them an unmatched last mile coverage. However, this also means they face serious financial struggles. While USPS remains critical for low-cost rural deliveries, it lags behind on innovation. Overall, rivalry is the strongest force here, and it's motivating all four giants to push the boundaries of logistics. Now, number 2 is threat of new entrants. On the surface, logistics looks like a tough industry to break into, and it is. Why? Because building warehouses, fleets of trucks, AI systems, and hiring thousands of drivers requires billions of dollars, and we've seen some small businesses try. Roadie was launched in 2014 as a crowdsourced delivery platform, like an Uber for packages, but by 2021, it couldn't keep up and was eventually bought by UPS. Another one was Shipe. They offered on-demand shipping from 2014 to 2018, however, its prices were simply too high and couldn't compete with the other giants. There's a twist, however. Amazon itself was once a new entrant. It started as an online retailer, yet with resources, customer reach, and technology, it transformed into the largest US delivery service. So, while barriers are high, a company with a platform like Amazon can break in and dominate. Number 3 is bargaining power of suppliers. In logistics, suppliers might include aircraft manufacturers, fuel providers, and labor, but their power is low. Why? Because these shipping giants buy in bulk, negotiate on their own terms, and in Amazon's case, often build their own alternative. For example, instead of relying on Boeing and Airbus, Amazon has invested into their own cargo fleet and airports. Number 4, bargaining powers of buyers. Now let's look at buyers, you and I. Customers today expect fast, cheap, and reliable shipping. Amazon Prime members demand one-day delivery. If UPS or FedEx can't match those expectations, customers will quickly shift to whoever can. Even retailers hold power here. Walmart, Target, smaller e-commerce stores can choose to ship through FedEx, UPS, or Amazon's growing logistic network. That buyer flexibility forces constant innovation and cost cutting. Part 5, threat of substitute. Substitutes don't mean abandoning shipping. They mean finding other alternatives. So instead of paying for delivery, customers might choose curbside pickup, Amazon lockers, or Walmart Plus. Instead of traditional retail shipping, they might turn to DoorDash or Uber Eats. This shift in customer behavior reduces revenues for traditional carriers and forces them to adapt. For example, FedEx now partners with retailers like Walgreens to expand pickup networks. The bottom line is, Substitutes are changing expectations and forcing logistic companies to evolve.
To understand where companies win or lose, we need to look at their value chains. A value chain maps all the activities a company performs to deliver customer value. Primary activities include inbound logistics, such as warehousing and sorting, operations like the technology behind routing and tracking. Trucks, planes, and last mile drivers are all outbound logistics. Marketing and sales includes things like Prime memberships, UPS promotions, and FedEx retail alliances. And then services are customer support for late or lost packages. The support activities include firm infrastructure, which is the leadership and corporate strategy, human resources, which is drivers, pilots, warehouse staff, technology development, which is AI tracking and predictive analytics, and then procurement, which is trucks, planes, and IT systems. This framework shows us exactly where the battles are being fought. Amazon dominates in operations and outbound logistics, UPS leads in analytics, FedEx excels in partnerships, USPS, while critical for rural areas, struggles in infrastructure and technology. Benchmarking means comparing your performance against competitors or industry standards. Amazon has set new benchmarks, delivering 70% of its own packages. It aims for 80 to 90%. It saves $2 to $4 per package, which translates into billions in savings. Its one-day and same-day delivery aren't just perks anymore, they're industry's expectations. FedEx benchmarks on predictive analytics and service quality. Its AI platform, FedEx Surround, helps reroute packages around weather delays. UPS benchmarks on its IT systems, offering constant real-time tracking for every shipment. USPS still benchmarks on cost, but struggles to keep up on speed and reliability. Amazon stands out because it doesn't just benchmark against competitors, it sets its own standards and forces the industry to catch up. Tracking is what connects the system to the customer. Amazon offers automated tracking from click to doorstep. It also resolves lost packages faster. FedEx integrates Microsoft AI for predictive tracking. UPS has some of the most advanced analytics in logistics, ensuring every package is visible at all times. USPS still relies on older, less reliable tracking systems. Why does this matter? Because customers trust companies that can give them accurate updates. And internally, tracking reduces costs by preventing delays. From this battle, we see best practices emerging. End-to-end control, Amazon. Predictive analytics and AI would be FedEx. Real-time tracking is UPS, FedEx, and Amazon. Same-day delivery is Amazon. Retail pickup networks, FedEx. Warehouse automation, Amazon. But these practices are hard. They require billions in upfront investment, advanced technology integration, and constant adaptation to customer expectations. For USPS, these hurdles are the toughest.
Explain the MS diagram. Business challenges. In today's logistic industry, one of the biggest hurdles is the complexity of the last mile. Final step of getting a package to your doorstep. Companies like Amazon, FedEx, UPS, and USPS are in constant battle of controlling cost while meeting customer expectations for speed. For example, Amazon now delivers over 70% of its own parcels, aiming for as high as 90% because controlling the last mile means tighter promises and lower costs. But the challenge isn't just competition, it's also economics, of covering rural areas where deliveries are expensive, and balancing speed versus affordability when customers expect same-day or one-day shipping. This adds a massive upfront investment in aircraft, air hubs, networks, technology, and infrastructures, and you can tell this is why last mile is both the most important and the most difficult piece of modern logistics. So how do companies respond? Let's frame that through people, organization, and technology. On the people side, network planners and data scientists forecast demand and the optimizing routes, while operation managers coordinate pickups and deliveries across air and ground. Drivers and retail partners execute delivery itself, and customer care teams handle delays and lost packages or returns. From the organization perspective, Amazon vertically integrates with its own aircraft, vans, and hubs to gain control, and even resells its logistics services. FedEx, meanwhile, pivots to retailers like Dollar General and leans on Microsoft for its logistics as a service. UPS competes by making deep investments in IT and analytics to ensure premium reliability. USPS relies on its unmatched nationwide reach. Finally, technology. Analytics and AI are utilized for forecasting, rerouting, and responding to disruption. Sensors and scanners give real-time visibility into package location and conditions. Investment in air hubs, routing software, and retail pickup networks like FedEx's partnership with eBay helps extend reach and flexibility. Information system solutions. Inbound logistics. Advanced warehouse systems are used to shorten cycle time, and improve inventory accuracy. In operation, fulfillment centers are using robots, labor management systems, and even digital twins to keep up with the same day or 1 day shipping cutoffs. Outbound logistics. Companies integrate transportation systems, road time tracking, and even dynamic rerouting to make deliveries faster and more reliable, even in bad weather or during peak surges. In marketing and sales. Inventory aware promises a checkout ensure customers to get accurate delivery dates, reducing complaints. And in service, customer portals, proactive delay alerts, and easy return improve customer trust and will lower support costs. Alright, best practices and why they're hard. When done well, best practices logistics means end-to-end control, analytics, real-time tracking, and even same-day delivery. Amazon and FedEx show what great looks like when they have all of that. Rerouting, picking up network at retail stores, all that, and Prime ruthless delivery, discipline, 1 day shipping, all that fun stuff. Amazon Prime. But these basic practices are tough to execute. They require billions in capital, advanced IT infrastructures, rural coverage with thin margins, constant balance act between speed and cost, all while customer expectations keep rising.
To recap, Porter's forces show rivalry is fierce, buyers have high power, and substitutes are reshaping logistics. Value chains reveal where each company invests. Benchmarking shows Amazon setting the pace, with FedEx and UPS adapting and USPS struggling. Tracking is critical to both customer trust and cost savings. MIS highlights how people, organizations, and technology respond to challenges. The shipping wars aren't just about packages, they decide the future of the e-commerce. Here's the big question: who will dominate the next decade? Amazon, FedEx, UPS, or USPS?